Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the English News Bình Phước television station and newspaper. I'm Hình, and now are the headlines as usual. Over 77.8 billion Vietnam dong disbursed for socio-economic development in mountainous area. Bình Phước provide training for elite athletes and coaches. Eurochamps launch 2022-2023 guidebooks. Good size seen in fruit vegetable exports. Exhibition showcases preservation of temple of literature. Ladies and gentlemen, more than 77.8 billion Vietnam dong under the National Targets Program to promote socio-economic development in mountainous and ethnic minority area were disbursed from February the 7th to the 10th, a recent conference here.
According to a report from the Province Committee for Ethnic Minority Affairs, of the total amount, over 75.3 billion Vietnam dong was from the state budget, up nearly 19% compared to the previous week, and accounting for 43% of the plan. Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Trần Minh lauded the efforts of relevant bodies to disburse capital over the past week. In addition to enhancing the program to reduce poverty in ethnic minority households, parties involved should also make recommendations to the People's Committee on handling requests from investors, she said. She also urged them to complete estimates for 2023 and enhance capital disbursement to improve the efficiency of the National Target Program.
Farmers in Bình Phước province are seeing higher prices for up-season avocado than other seasonal fruits.
The avocado season runs from May to September, but due to a distinct lack of intensive processing, farmers have always been plagued with good harvests but bad prices. Avocado growers then decided to cultivate out-of-season fruits to ensure a ready supply for potential consumers. With cool weather, Phước Long and Bù Gia Mập districts have favorable conditions to plant off-season avocados. Farmers need to water and fertilize the trees in a proper way. 1/3 of local off-season avocados are now being harvested. The fruit is selling for prices of 40,000 to 80,000 Vietnam dong per kilo. Most local avocados have hit the shelves of fruit store chains and supermarkets.
Bình Phước Province Sport Training and Competition Center have provided training for 252 athletes and coaches. Of whom 14 athletes and 2 coaches have qualified to join national team.
Some 354 talented athletes are joining local sport teams. At the 9th National Sports Games in 2022, local athletes bagged 9 gold, 11 silver, and 18 bronze medals, helping the province rank 26 in the national tally. Bình Phước took part in 65 out of 79 national tournaments last year and won 246 medals, up 270% compared to 2021. The local sports sector is targeting winning 37 gold, 43 silver, and 72 bronze medals this year and promoting 20 chess grandmasters. Bình Phước Football Club is also eyeing a ticket to the quarterfinals of the national football tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vietnamese search and rescue team discovered 3 sport with earthquake victims as they continue their work in Turkey.
The Vietnamese mission is divided into 2 teams to quicken the search for victims. Both teams have engineering and medical soldiers and service dogs. After surveying 8 spots, the Vietnam People's Army Forces discovered 2 spots with deceased victims and handed the bodies over to Turkish rescue force. When in one difficult to access area, Vietnamese forces combed over ruins where members of one family may have been buried. Given the large blocks of broken concrete, narrow roads, and lack of supporting equipment, the forces reported the location to local authorities so they may seek support. With such results, the Vietnamese mission has been hailed by international peers for their considerable effort and active participation.
The European Chamber of Commerce in Vietnam on February the 16th launched its 2022-2023 White Book with the theme Working Toward a Green Economy and Sustainable Development.
The annual publication presents policy recommendations that aim at resolving regulatory hurdles and facilitating the growth of the country's economy, focusing on areas of healthcare, the green economy and sustainability, and innovation and investment. Eurocham Chairman Alan Kenny said that the introduction of the White Book, along with relevant discussions, has brought about chances to seek solutions for the development of all areas. According to the White Book, Vietnam has great opportunities in investments and development of renewable energy and white power as an alternative solution to support the country's transition. Eurocham also gives recommendations on wastewater management, offshore wind power development and green building, along with new regulations on visas and work permits to attract foreign workforce.
Order for fruit and vegetable has outnumbered those for other agricultural products so far this year, signaling a bright outlook in the time to come.
Thanks to China's reopening of markets, many Vietnamese businesses have strengthened their export to this huge market. Last year, many kinds of fresh fruits received licenses to be exported to China through official channel, while many others were allowed to enter other markets. This year, Vietnam aims for growth of at least 20% in export revenue of fruits and vegetables, at $4 billion. Data from the department showed that so far, Vietnam has 1.21 million hectares of fruit farms, with an output of about 18 million tons. Vietnam Fruit Vegetables Association said that Vietnamese fruits and vegetables have gained good reputation in the world with high quality and ensured food safety. According to the Ministry of Industry and Trade, in the time to come, the ministry will work closely with the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development to increase trade promotion programs on the digital platforms using information technologies, thus strengthening the export of farm produce, creating favorable conditions for exporters, especially in the Chinese market.
The Civil Aviation Authority of Vietnam had released its plan to implement biometric authentications at airport check-in desks.
The high-tech move aims to contribute to ensuring social order and security, reduce time for check-in procedures, and thus increase accuracy. Facial recognition technology can also improve the prevention and detection of passengers using fake documents, and detecting those who are banned from flying or wanted criminals that cross borders. In the first quarter of 2023, the facial recognition technology will be piloted at airports.
An exhibition opened at the Văn Miếu Quốc Tử Giám, or Temple of Literature complex in Hanoi on February the 14th, giving insight into the revival and conservation of Văn Miếu in the 1898 and 1954 periods.
Part of activities marking the 50th anniversary of the Vietnam-France diplomatic ties, the event features a photo collection of the French School of Asian Studies, depicting a journey of people involved in the preservation of the site. Văn Miếu was a temple dedicated to Confucius given the popularity of Confucianism in Vietnam in feudal times. The reviewed period saw a close collaboration between personnel of the relic site and the French School of Asian Studies in the protection and regular maintenance of Văn Miếu. Their efforts have restored the worship area and maintained its important role in relation to the landscape of Hanoi. At that time, considering the site an important relic, the French School of Asian Studies made efforts to help turn it from an abandoned ruin into one of a first-rate heritage venue in the capital. Major restorations in the past took place in 1920, 1954 and 2000. Built in the 11th century during the Lý dynasty, as an important Confucian symbol, Văn Miếu Quốc Tử Giám, a special national relic site, is now one of the most popular relics and tourist destinations in Hanoi and the country at large. The exhibition remains open for visitors until the 30th of April.
And that's all for today on BPTV News. Thanks for watching and see you next time.